Good morning, everyone. Let me grab I love that you all are already tuning in. Oops, sorry. Hide that. Good morning. Okay, how's this sound? Does that sound okay? Hi, Sarah. Hey, Doe. Hey, Maria. Coy Speranza. Amanda. Good morning, Valerie. Hey, Cheryl. Yay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy January 2nd. Good. Glad it sounds great. Hey, Adele. I woke up at like 3:45 this morning, all excited about writing and about talking with all of you and about the giveaway. So glad to have you here today. January 2nd is our kind of first official day of the giveaway. I realized that yesterday was more the introduction. Today, we focus on commitment. Hey, Chris Starr, welcome. Hey, Matey 6. Good morning. Hey, Tanya. Happy 2021. Good morning, Sally. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Sue. Heather, Laura, Pamela, Robin. Oh, I love that you all are tuning in. Thank you. It's so fun. So we will be doing broadcasts, live streaming, lives every day through January 11th. Hey, Mary. And at that time, we'll then be doing a couple webinars. Yeah, and I'm so happy to, my feeling sense is for all of us to really gather together to get clear about what we want to walk into 2021. And I didn't want to just do one, like, let's just do one thing and then we're done, because it takes time for us to really build the momentum. So again, the giveaway goes January 1st through January 11th. And it is every day a little live stream. So 9 a.m. Los Angeles this time, noon New York, 5 p.m. London, and there's also emails that go with it. So if you are on the email list, you should have gotten your second email today. So please make sure that you check your spam if you didn't get it. Good morning. And if you're not on the email list and you want to join us, please go to warriorgoddess.com/giveaway. And this is for everybody. So all genders welcome. Good morning, Lori. So there's the sorry, I just dropped myself somehow. Hey, Karen, buenos dias. Jackie, Leslie, good morning. So there's the link. If you're not on our email list and you want to be part of the giveaway, please go to warriorgoddess.com/giveaway. You'll be entered into a drawing that, and anybody who's on the list, you just have to click on the email. There's a link that says enter the drawing. So the giveaway is completely free, and the drawing, which is part of the giveaway, but you got to take another action. The drawing is for every day we'll pull a name for 2 free signed books, a gift from me, from my personal collection. And I always love this part. Part of the giveaway is me exploring what am I ready to let go of and pass into our Warrior Goddess community. And you'll also be entered into the grand prize drawing, which is a year membership in our Warrior Goddess training circle. And I forgot, I remembered this when I woke up this morning, and 2 coaching sessions with one of our Warrior Goddess mentors. So the grand prize is pretty epic, if I say so myself. And part of the Warrior Goddess New Year's giveaway is also these teachings and our focus around ditching expectations and living an unconditional life. And the tagline is how to kick ass in 2021 instead of having 2021 kick our asses, right? Because 2020 did a good job of kicking our ass for many of us. So how do we really take the reins in our life and be more present around what we want to create. And I love this. Yesterday, I think Shell said, I want to be more of a thermostat this year than a thermometer. So to set the energetic and to hold our own intent and focus rather than being pulled by what's happening outside of us. You just have to enter once. Yeah. You just have to enter once. So Sue and Marcia, that those of you that are those of you that are already on the email list, you just have to put yourself in once. Blink. Okay, so just there's a little link in the email that says to join the giveaway, click this link. That's all you have to do. All it does is it tags you so that we know that you're part of that giveaway. That's it. Easy. We tried to make it easy this year. Yeah, you don't have to enter daily. You can if you really want to, but it doesn't increase your chances at all. You're tagged the moment you put your name in. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, okay. Expectations. So we started this conversation yesterday. We'll continue this conversation through January 11th of what are expectations and how do we navigate them? Hey, Crystal, how do we manage our own expectations in a way that's healthy? So another way, hey, Judy, another way to explore this, I'm going to take off some clothes. I'm not getting warm. This is a great jacket. I love it. Good morning, Aang. So let me rehook my microphone. Okay. For today, play with this idea of expectations equal assumption. That when you have an expectation of something, you're making an assumption about what it should be, of what should be, what you should be, what somebody else should be. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Doe. And my friend Heather styled me, so she's the best. Good morning, Wendy. So what are assumptions? An assumption is when you decide how something should be, where you fill in the blanks. And expectations are the same way. You fill in the blank of how the world should be, how you should be, how somebody else should be. And often what happens when we have expectations of other people or of ourselves, what gets filled into the gap, we can say, is judgment or feeling victimized. What arises when the expectation isn't met is either I'm doing something wrong or they're doing something wrong, or it's not fair. Why isn't this happening? It should be happening. Okay? And that's where the suffering comes from. If you have an expectation, but you don't have an expectation, your expectation is going to come true, there isn't a problem. Here's another way to look at it. Imagine if you assumed, or you had the expectation, that everybody would always, no matter what, stop at red lights. So your complete world and your entire belief system, your assumption, and basically your expectation is that everyone will always stop at a red light. Now, is that true? Yeah. Is that true? Is it true that everybody is always going to stop at a red light? And the moment we say that, we're like, well, of course not. We know that's not true. People run red lights, people miss lights. I mean, stoplights, the same thing. You know, every once in a while, I miss a stoplight and go right through it. I'm not doing it intentionally. Okay. Sometimes I also run red lights intentionally. I admit it. Hey, Marilyn. So if you have the assumption everyone's always going to stop at the red light, you're more likely to get in an accident because you're now not paying attention. You're now assuming the world's going to do what you think it's supposed to do. Okay. So that as a foundational metaphor for expectations overall really help us to see, oh, it actually doesn't make sense to hold assumptions around the world, because when we hold an assumption, what actually happens is we stop paying attention. So that's one thing that starts to happen. We stop paying attention to the world around us and what's actually happening rather than what we think should be happening. So that's one danger, we can say. The second danger is that we then fill the gap in with either judgment or victimization, often. Okay? So how dare they run that red light? Yeah, Karen, exactly. I was in a severe car accident by assuming no one would run the red light. Yeah, it's very real. Okay. Now, does it mean you were at fault? No, you weren't at fault. It wasn't your fault. Somebody ran a red light, period. They were at fault. So this isn't about blame or like making ourselves wrong. It's about understanding that we want to continue to really show up with what is rather than what we think should be. And it's from this place of being in relationship with what is, of committing. I'm going to commit to being in relationship with what is, that we can actually make the most change. Okay? So I am not one to advocate everything will be fine. Just don't have any expectations and it's fine. Just settle for what is. I'm an advocate of don't have the expectation and get super clear about what you want so that you can set the intent and choose how you're going to take action. And that action isn't dictated by assumptions or expectations. And it's also not dictated by your judge and your victim. That we've cleared those parts of ourselves out. And that's the commitment that we're making. Yeah, exactly, Marilyn, that we're at choice as we show up. And, you know, here's the truth about choice. There are times we are at choice and there's times that we're not at choice. But the truth is we're always at choice. Okay, I just said two different things, didn't I? So let's unpack it because they're both true. If I had a choice in every single moment of my life, which I do, to choose to be happy or joyful or loving or unconditional, I would make that choice. And there's also the weight of my history, of my ancestry, of my trauma, of my expectations and my ideals that make it so I don't have a choice in a way. So I'm not saying, you know, you're helpless, but that understanding of that if we really had a choice, we would choose differently. And so for me, the choice is to pay attention to how I'm responding to something and then make a new choice. To understand I am at choice, but sometimes the weight of a reaction, a belief, an agreement of what I've learned to be takes me out and I'm not in the present, I'm in the past, responding to my own wounding or my own pain. And I go into reaction instead of response. So the choice is then, okay, I'm in reaction, period. What's my choice now? How do I care for myself? And if we have the expectation, I shouldn't be in reaction, I'm bad for being in reaction, it's that person's fault that I'm in reaction, whatever it is that we come up with, then we've lost our choice. However, if we can then open our heart and say, okay, I'm in reaction, why? What's going on, sweetheart? And we do that with love to ourselves. We're back at choice. Because then we can really, without the expectation of this shouldn't be happening, we can then open to what do I change here? I'll share an example from my own life. Yeah, exactly, Maria. It's also the pain of regret for bad choices and thinking you could have acted differently, that you did not follow your instincts and intuition. Yeah, a really great point. And when we have expectations, it's harder to let go of ourselves, to let go of our choices and to forgive ourselves. That's what I meant to say. Okay. When you don't have the expectation of yourself of like, I always should do this right. You're like, I made a mistake, period. Let me clean it up, period. I didn't follow my intuition. Let me look at why and what I can change about that. That's what we're moving towards. Okay. It doesn't mean when you don't have expectations and you're living more unconditionally in your life that you never make a mistake, that you never have a reaction, but your response to the mistake or the reaction is really different. Yeah, exactly. Parasite and patience. To be in relationship with that part of us that is upset and hurt and scared and judgmental, and to realize we get to, in a way, parent that part and raise that part of ourselves. That's a part of our work. Okay? So that we can be in more choice then, so that it's the adult responding to situations rather than the child part of us. And all of us have these child parts that need love, that need support. Okay? So here's an example. I was thinking about this the other day. I was in a relationship with someone for many years, and this was, I don't know, 15 years ago. And we lived in a little town called Nicosia in Northern California. Okay, so, and this human had moved from Los Angeles and come up to live with me. I guess we lived up in Northern California before that, and then we moved down closer to the Bay Area. And it was, as always with most of my relationships when I was young, the first 3 months were great, and then it was really hard. Once the hormones wore off, once the fairy dust wore off. And we had lots of battles. We had lots of arguments, and I felt really misunderstood. And what I started noticing, what I started noticing in our relationship from just watching it, I started really, what we call in the Toltec world, stalking my own reactions and what was happening. I started really watching our interactions and doing my best to like step back and just say, what's going on? And what I started noticing is that anytime I went to teach, that we would get a big fight. And that actually he would pick a fight. And I watched, and I was like, and here we go again. It was really, really difficult. So I remember one day I was in the kitchen. I seem to have big ahas in the kitchen. But when I was in the kitchen, he and I had just gotten into another fight, and he had left, and I'm in the kitchen crying. And something opened up inside of me. So instead of following the expectation of I shouldn't, like the train of my own self expectations towards myself and towards him, and what the train would usually be is I should know better. Why am I in reaction? Why is this going on? Why does he keep getting mad at, like all the stuff. So I had all the expectations of I should know how to do this. He should know how to do this. And I just had a moment of clarity where I just let everything go. I let go of all the expectations. And I changed the question. And the question I asked myself is, sweetheart, what's going on? And I went in, and there was this feeling sense of, instead of like going out to try and figure out, I brought all my attention inside, and I just dropped into my body, and I just breathed. Like of all the expectations, all the assumptions, all this is how, and I just let go, and I went in, and it felt like going into this underworld, into this cave, and I just kept dropping deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then I hit bottom. And at the bottom was this agreement. And the agreement was, I deserve to be punished. And I remember when I heard that in my being, I was like, what? How could I believe this? That my first response was just totally being incredulous. How could I believe this? And then my mind kicked in and was like, I need to figure out why I believe this. And I was like, no, I don't. I do not need to figure out why right now. I just need to acknowledge that I believe I should be punished, which is why I've created a relationship where I'm getting punished over and over again. And basically, I was in a relationship with a person who was punishing themselves. Okay, it was not personal. That shifted my life and changed actually the trajectory of all of my relationships. Okay. And it was that willingness to let go of punishing myself, feeling victimized, punishing my partner, feeling seeing their victimization, to just drop into what's going on, sweetheart. And there's that love that changes everything, that self-love, that you start then getting the insights that you need to create the changes. Okay. I had had years of deep work at that point to be able to do that, to be able to turn towards myself rather than run away. And that is really what we're learning how to commit to, how to show up with ourselves unconditionally, without expectations, without pain. And I'll say this too, is that I just read this, I'm reading this phenomenal book called My Grandmother's Hands, Resmaa Menakem. And one of the things that Resmaa talks about, he's a somatic experiencing practitioner. So he does somatic body-based work. One of the things that he talks about is the difference between clean pain and dirty pain. And this is from another author named David Snarch, who is one of my favorite relationship authors. So dirty pain is from expectations, is from old wounding and then really poking the wound over and over again without giving it a chance to heal. Okay, that's dirty pain. It has judgment, it has victimization, it doesn't heal. It doesn't heal. Okay. Clean pain is you're like, I'm going in. And that, for me, that moment, because finding that agreement was painful, but it was a clean pain because it was me ripping the bandage off of some old wounding and finally letting it have air and light and love to heal. And exactly, Nate, acceptance and move forward with love. Yeah. And though so many of us struggle with self-love, it's really at the core of what a lot of us have in our world. Yeah, and that sense of feeling ugly deep down and feeling broken. What I've seen is that there's really three main agreements that we have. I'm broken, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. Okay, some permeation of that. I'm going to be abandoned because I'm not lovable, because I'm broken. And that's where the deep healing comes in. Okay. And that's an expectation, right? It's an assumption. I'm broken. We think it's reality. It's not. It's not. I deserve to be punished. That was not a reality. That was an old agreement. Okay. And there's tools that we can use to learn how to witness ourselves, to learn how to stay steady, to learn how to unearth those old agreements or assumptions that we've made. And a lot of those we take on from the dream that we're in. Okay. Yeah, so happy to be sharing this with you all. So the commitment then is to say yes to ourselves and yes to getting the support we need. It's critical. We can't do this alone. And you're going to do it alone. Paradox, right? You're the only one that can do the work. And you need help. And I say this about all of us. This is not you. This is we. Okay. I still get coached. I still have a lot of people that I work with to help me to continue to peel the layers. And I was in a really intense, deep community for many years, unpacking the old, unpacking the expectations and the assumptions. Okay, for years. And community is critical. Community is critical. Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, there's, so many of us are dealing with layers of complexity. Something that I talked about yesterday is that we get to learn how to be in relationship with complexity. So there's not just the present that we're navigating. Okay. We're also navigating the past. And we're not just navigating our own past, our own personal past. We're all navigating that, but we're also navigating our family's history, our country's history, our world's history, what we call the dream of the planet. So there's a lot of layers, and that's why we need each other. It's to peel the layers apart with love. With love. That's the medicine. That's what it means to be unconditional. And so the commitment is not the end, it's the beginning. The commitment is the seed of us saying, I'm in, I'm going to heal, however long it takes. And to understand it's going to take a while. Okay. I had that realization about 15 or maybe even 20 years ago. And it drastically shifted my life right there for the better, to just see it and to understand it wasn't true. I had enough energy to see it wasn't true. And there's been a tremendous amount of work since then that's continued, and that will continue. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. All right, sweet ones. Yeah, you're so welcome. What is wrong, sweetheart? Is just the best question ever. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow we are going to be exploring what it means to align. Today we worked on commitment. Tomorrow we're going to explore aligning. Again, those of you that are just joining us, this is part of an 11-day giveaway, Warrior Goddess New Year's giveaway. It's open to all genders. And we are going to be having lives every day. I keep saying every morning because it's morning for me, but it's every day with either myself or one of my team. And the lives are happening at 9 a.m. Los Angeles, noon New York, 5 p.m. London. You can put it on your calendar for the next, I think, 10 days we've got, or 9 days, now through January 11th. If you want to join the giveaway, if you're not on our newsletter, please go to warriorgoddess.com/giveaway. And I can post that. I love it. warriorgoddess.com/giveaway. Go there, and that will add you to our email list, and you'll start getting the daily emails. And you'll be then in the giveaway for drawings. If you are already on our email list, all you have to do is click once and check your email, because you will have gotten an email today, the second email in the series, and click. There's a little link that says join the drawing. Click here, and that'll just tag you. Okay. So, warriorgoddess.com/giveaway. The giveaway is the teachings, a little email that we're sending out. There's a video that's coming out as well every day with one of our community about their experiences of transformation. And we're doing a drawing for 2 books, 2 signed autographed books, and a gift from me. And these are daily drawings. And one of the things I love about the giveaway is I look at the things in my world and I look at what am I ready to pass on? What am I ready to let go of? And then I offer that as a gift. So, and that puts you into the main drawing. So the main drawing, everybody has a chance to win every day for the next 11 days or the next 10 days. And then the main drawing is for a year in our Warrior Goddess Training Circle. We have an incredible membership circle that we just began in November. We're opening it up again. So a year-long membership in the Warrior Goddess Training Circle, as well as 2 free coaching sessions with one of our Warrior Goddess mentors. So it's a really beautiful grand prize. I'm really happy to be sharing the teachings for us to be walking hand in hand into 2020, learning how to ditch expectations and how to open to living unconditionally. So tomorrow we'll start exploring living unconditionally as well. Yeah. Okay, what that means. What does it mean to align with life and be unconditional? Yeah. The Warrior Goddess Training Circle is the best. I'm really happy that we're opening it up again to bring in more members. So let me share a little bit about what's happening in January. I'm doing a lot of live free events for the community to help us really step into 2021 in a good way. So the first is this giveaway. The second is on the 6th, oh no, I'm sorry. First, we have the webinar. So we're going to be doing some webinars called Claim Your Warrior Goddess Self. More information will be coming out about that. So I'll give you the link to sign up. If you're in the giveaway, you'll get signed up for that automatically. And then the third thing is that January 16th, I'm doing my the first half of my one-day workshop that's called Reclaim Your Wholeness. We're doing it for free. It's the first time I've actually ever offered it online. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to do the first half of it. So that's January 16th. So just mark your calendar. It's a Saturday, I believe. And we'll be sending out more information. So make sure you join warriorgoddess.com/giveaway so you can get all the information if you're not on our email list. Yeah, you're so welcome, everyone. Lots of goodness coming. And then we're also opening up our Warrior Goddess Training Circle, which is the place where all the teachings are now held. It's the deep dive into the Warrior Goddess world and teachings, the Toltec teachings and the European shamanic teachings that I'm immersed in and so blessed to be passing on. All right, my loves. Yeah, you can still do it on YouTube for sure, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything we'll be broadcasting everything on YouTube as well. That is my commitment. All right, love. So any other shares or questions before we close? I have another workshop that I'm heading to. I am going to teach through for East West Bookshop Seattle. So I've got a workshop through them today, which will be fun. Oh, thank you, Doe. You're welcome, Valerie. We're in this together, peeps. You really are. And 2021 is an opportunity for us to have more awareness and bring more healing in together, to be supported, to be held, to be seen, and to know it takes time. You know, the commitment is as long as it takes. As long as it takes. You're welcome, sweethearts. Yay! All right, dear ones, have a beautiful day. I'm hoping Serena will be with us tomorrow because I'm heading up to the land today. Oh my gosh, maybe I'll share the video with you guys before we close because this is so good. So I'm going to share a quick video. I just signed up as Stephanie, not sure if I qualified for any giveaway. Yeah, you absolutely qualify. The giveaway is open for everybody. So just warriorgoddess.com/giveaway. If you're not on the email list, that will put you in the sequence and put you as to be part of the drawing. We'll be sharing all the winners on the 15th of January. We're going to kind of do a launch that way. Oh, hey, Ariane. Yay. So, I'm glad it's about to snow. Enjoy the snow in Wales. Yeah. So I am going to share a little video. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick, which is so exciting. So it's from it's right here. It's from our building. So I am stewarding with a bunch of help, 180 acres of land outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we've been in the process of building a community kitchen. So I shared this video yesterday and I'll share it again. I once wrote about helping you as my alter ego, Gary the plumber. I love it. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, I'm so happy to share about the building because for me, it's been about commitment long-term because it's a long process and I'm learning so much and it's nowhere near done. And so learning how to be sustainable when you're creating something. And the truth is we're all working on ourselves. And so part of that starts with tearing down the old and building up the new. So here's the video. It's like, I don't know, 4 minutes, I think. And then we'll close out for today. You guys see it? Yes. Here we go. I just muted. Duh. Okay, there we go. Unmuted. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I see me all excited, like, yay! So what I was saying is that, sorry you couldn't hear me when I was sharing about the building, but yeah, tremendous amount of work, lots of love, lots of incredible humans that have showed up to help over and over again, and there's a lot more to go. I think you should be able to hear me now because I unmuted. Make sure that I've got the right mic. Yes, and it is working. Okay, good. Yes, okay, good. Yeah. So we're in a holding pattern right now because we're waiting for the metal roof panels to come in. Once those come in, we'll then start putting the roof on. And it's going to be a little bit of a magical roof because the building's going to be 2 stories eventually, but I don't have the resources right now to build the whole building at once. So we're doing it in sections. So we're doing the kitchen first. And we're going to put a temporary roof up on, which is really fun. And then eventually we'll start building finish the dining room and then start building the second floor, hopefully in 2021. We'll see. It may take us longer. All right, loves. Yep, sorry that I muted myself for a while. Progress takes commitment, takes patience, takes being sustainable. So today, ponder, what are you committing to for yourself for 2021? Yeah, the kitchen is the heart of any home. Exactly. I love that we're starting with the kitchen. It makes me super happy. And then it'll go out from there. Yeah. All right, my loves. I will see you hopefully tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Pacific, which is noon New York, 5 p.m. London. And every day, actually, you will not see me. You'll probably see Serena tomorrow because I will be up on the land and there is no internet up there. Yeah. So big love to each of you. Have a blessed day. And I'll be back on Monday and the rest of the week. Bye, loves. Take care.